Welcome back to the Cool Reviews. And today we are doing the RIP Kevin Samuels show. So what I'm gonna be doing is just playing videos of Kevin Samuels talking to different people as he did when he was alive on his show. So I know for me and a lot of other guys, man, Kevin Samuels really resonated with a lot of us. We liked a lot of his content. And he said a lot of things that we know really needed to be said, but it was just a lot of men was afraid to say it. And Kevin Samuels, hey, he knew how to say it. He said what needed to be said. And hey, man, people didn't like it, but it was what it was. So with that being said, man, I'm gonna jump into this first one. I'm just gonna pick different videos as I'm on this live, and we just gonna go through them one by one. We're gonna stop, break in, talk about it, and just keep going. So let's go. Actually, since not many people in here right now, the delusion is real. Let's try this one.
If you say you're happily single, but you'd be open to a relationship, which do you want? Do you want to stay single? Would you like to be in a relationship or married?
Um, right now I'm focusing on me for a while, but after
Right.
that,
Uh-huh.
yeah, someday,
Someday what?
maybe in a year, I'll consider like dating, meeting someone, getting married.
Women control access to sex. Would you agree or disagree?
I agree.
Men control access to relationship and marriage. Would you agree or disagree?
I agree.
So just because one day you may decide you want to do it, do you think it could happen just because you may decide you want to?
If I meet the right person, yes.
No, you don't control that. We do. See, you ladies always talk about one day in the future, if I decide I want to. You don't control that. Men do. That's what the whole Tracy Ellis Ross was talking about. She's open. You can be open all you want to. No one wants to pick you. 25-inch waist and all.
Mm.
I mean, you've never been engaged to this point, right?
I haven't been in a relationship in 8 years either.
Exactly. Thank you for proving my point.
Danger zone.
I've been focused on me.
Exactly. It's difficult for you even to hold a civil conversation with the man who challenges you. So, yes, you haven't had a relationship in 8 years because you're unfit for one.
Oh,
But it's by choice. I had people pursue
Of course.
me for a
Yes,
relationship.
they didn't pursue you to be married. They did not pursue you for being a wife. Knock that shit off.
Okay.
See, guys, remember the laughter is a tell. It's getting more pronounced the deeper the truths get because it's uncomfortable now. But unfortunately, the kind of man that you would want, the special kind of guy, doesn't seem to share your opinion. If he did, he'll be trying to find you. If you say you're happily single,
and that's extremely right. A lot of women always talk about all the options they got. But if you look at it, if they had those options and them guys was checking for them, they would have them. Obviously, they don't. I think one of the biggest things to me is when women say they single by choice. And there are probably a small handful that are, but for the most part, single by choice mean the men I want don't want me, and the men that I want, I refuse to approach. So then you'll hear I'm single by choice, or I'm celibate, or I'm working by myself, or working on myself. When really that just mean, yeah, the guy you want ain't checking for you, he ain't looking for you, and the crazy part is they always be like, well, they're in my circle. But obviously if they are in your circle, why you ain't got one of them? So that single by choice, yo, that'd be like the biggest lie going. It be sounding
why'd y'all
good
divorce?
My husband got sick with cancer, and that changed him, and it changed the dynamics of our marriage.
Uh-oh. What? Wow.
There was nothing that I did not do.
Hold on. Is he in remission?
Yes, he is.
And who filed for divorce?
I did.
Why?
He became mentally, emotionally, and financially abusive.
What does that mean?
So mentally, I was degraded. I was made to feel less than. I was talked down to. Emotionally, as a partner and a spouse, I was emotionally neglected.
And if y'all don't know, Kevin Samuels is a cancer or was a cancer survivor. So I know this right here really hit home to him. Let's keep it going though. But yeah, this dude was a cancer survivor.
And financially, funds began to be withheld from me that would have normally never been an issue.
God almighty. It's amazing how many women who file for divorce seem to be so abused.
Right.
But to answer your question, no. Any man who's a Henry hearing this would be wise to run.
Right.
None of this sounds appealing. Do you understand why? Okay, so for everybody at home, she was 18, married to a 53-year-old. And he took care of you just fine up until he got sick.
Correct.
And then when he was fighting for his life, you became a snowflake.
No, when he was fighting for his life, I became a warrior.
Whoa. Okay, I'll give you that one. But I'm going to need you to understand what you just said. He was fighting for his life. What
Correct.
war were you in? For your life?
Exactly.
No, for my husband's health.
You just said you divorced your husband because he became financially abusive. He was going through quite a bit. So you know what? He's allowed to go through some things.
You know, and what I would tell dudes to do now, especially if you're looking to get married or you think you found a woman that's really has your best interest at heart and you really ready to see if she's for you, then I would say make sure, guys, you're gonna have to run this test. And I'm the type of dude, I really don't like playing games, but really what I'm seeing now is that, guys, if you think the woman you with is the one, tell her you lost your job and see how many weeks, how many days she gonna stay down. But I think at this point, guys, y'all gonna have to play games because one thing I'm noticing is a lot of these chicks are just with you for what you can do for them. It's not what they can do for you, but it's what you can do for them. So I'm thinking, guys, man, at this point, you see in the last video the dude catch cancer and she divorced him. You need to see, will this woman stay with me if I lose my job? With this woman, is this woman here for me or what I can do for her? Let's go to this next video
You're making it seem like if a woman is overweight, there's nothing else that she can do to bring.
No, that's not what I'm saying. What does your boyfriend do for a living?
He's in a restaurant business.
I don't know what that means. He could be a waiter.
He's in the restaurant. He works with different restaurants and supplying inventory for them.
Okay, does he make over six figures?
No, he doesn't.
Okay. What do I do for a living?
though.
I don't know. To be honest with you,
I am a personal and corporate image consultant.
okay.
You know what that means?
Yes, I know what that means.
That means I'm qualified to say the things I'm talking about.
No.
Oh no. Come in here with that mess. I am qualified to say what I'm talking about. See, we were doing so good until you're going to sit back and say an image consultant can't talk about image.
Right.
Now, if you want to have a conversation, we can. But you can't just decide to make up shit just because you don't like it. You can unmute yourself.
Oh, you weren't even letting me speak.
You're goddamn right, because you're not going to talk over me.
That's right.
Yeah, I'm not trying to be disrespectful.
That's what you men got to understand. Y'all got to take control in these situations. Don't let these women overtalk you. Don't let these women bully you. Don't let these women control you. And in a way, they telling you that when they tell you they want a leader, they want a man to take control. They want somebody to lead them. It starts day one. Stop letting these women take control of you. You know what I'm saying? Stop letting these women punk you. You the man. You lead. If she overtalk you, if she get out of line with you, then you gotta nip that in the bud, or they'll never respect you.
Well, yes, you were, man, because when I said I'm an image consultant, an image professional, that means I work with men's and women's image. I'm a professional. I get paid very well for what I do. It's not an opinion. It's a professional fact. Science, data, facts, statistics to prove it. I get brought in to teach soft skills nationwide. You got an opinion. Our two things are not the same.
You're making it seem like if a woman is overweight.
So, right then he just told her what it was. Her weight matters. A lot of women think they weight don't matter, which I don't understand at this point in the game why they would think that. But I think one thing is, guys, if we're just gonna be honest, too many guys sleep with women that they know they really not interested in. So what happens is, you know what I'm saying, they make the woman think that she's more than what she is because he banged her. So a lot of women will be like, I mess with certain types of men. Well, they say that because the type, every now and then a dude will let her come through at 3 in the morning when he ain't got nothing else going on, and he'll smash. So in her mind, she feel like she doing something. Well, and really, she's better than a warm. She's better than some oil. I'll put it like that. But let's go to the next one. Let's go to the next one.
How are you opening your legs, giving him access to your womb to bring a child into the world
What's
to a
up?
man who had no ambition? Why did you choose to allow that to happen?
The reason why I did that is because that was before I became an RN, you know, and we both
See?
Guys, be careful with them RNs. I'm telling you, them RNs ain't no joke. Man, I'm telling you, them RNs ain't no joke. They, whew. Look, man, I'm gonna keep going. But guys, them RNs, be very careful.
How this goes? Remember I told you guys RNs and nurses? See how this goes? It was okay to bring a life into the world with an unambitious dude, but now you got a job title and making more money. Now he's here and you're here. I get it, ma'am. But I need you to understand something. You called in asking about how come you have a problem and issue accepting things from men, and I'm saying you got issues with men. Sound like you pick poorly and then you judge them for being poor. You didn't have to have a baby with this man, but you chose to make a life. And you left him because of money.
ambition, goals.
Money. You can pretty it up, but it's because of money.
Right.
So, due respect, stop trying to bullshit me and stop bullshitting yourself. You left him because of money. Because he was ambitious enough to make a baby with.
You're absolutely correct.
So, stay. Be the breadwinner, let him be the house husband. That's what you chose to make a baby with.
And they ain't gonna do that. They ain't gonna do that. She'll have a baby with him, but she ain't gonna stay. Or he ain't good enough. Yo, that's the craziest thing is a woman I have 2, 3 kids with a dude, but he ain't good enough for marriage. Make that make sense. He ain't ambitious enough to be your husband, but he's ambitious enough to get you pregnant and you have the kid, and then years down the line you leave. Make that make sense. Somebody tell me, how does this make sense? I don't know.
Right. Okay. I know, but the thing is, what I'm trying to explain to you is that we're no longer together. I am dating someone else, and I've been dating them for a while, and I'm really happy. But
What do you mean you've been dating for a while? How long?
It's going to be 3 years soon. Yeah. So.
Oh gosh. How many children does this person have?
He has 2 daughters.
From how many different women?
One, his ex-wife.
Why are you not married to him?
Because I had some things, I had some personal issues I had to work on as far as how to, like you said, deal with.
Yeah, like I said, you need therapy and to leave men alone. Because you have had one man for 6 years and found issue with him. Right or wrong, and now you're with this guy and you're still not with him. You need therapy and possibly just to be by yourself. Why were you opening your legs?
There we go. But she ain't gonna go get therapy. You know she ain't gonna go get therapy. She gonna do what she wanna do, and she ain't gonna listen to him. And then she'll ruin another relationship, and another relationship, and another relationship. You know, this is the cycle of dating. When they say the dating pool is full of piss, it's because of stuff like this. I'm gonna go to the next one.
Men are not going to keep switching to become more like women to please women who aren't going to accept us like women.
Okay. All right. And with that being said, there should be rules and regulations.
Let's start with the first rules. How tall are you?
How tall am I? I am 5'8".
Dress size?
16.
All right, you broke the first rule right there. I don't know what you think you're talking about, that a man shouldn't cheat or whatever, when you broke the first rule that men want women who are fit. You weighed more than a man at your height. True or false?
Okay.
How much do you weigh?
220.
I weigh 210 and I'm 6'4". You broke the first rule. See, you ladies don't mind breaking the rules. The men are visual. I'm sorry, you're 5'8"?
I'm 5'8".
You're about the size of Emmett Smith or Barry Sanders.
That's crazy. 5'8", 220. I'm 6'4", 225. Welcome to the gun show. Wow. That's a big girl right there. That's a big ass girl.
Sanders was. You're running back size.
Okay.
You can hit the A gap like a motherfucker.
Yeah. All right. I accept
So don't
that.
come in here talk about what men should not be able to do when they got to accept somebody who can run out the power I.
Okay.
I'm being silly because to make a point that modern women are so full of righteous indignation, what you are and ain't going to accept and all this other kind of stuff, when you're not even what most men want. Men are not going to keep switching to become more like women to please women who aren't.
Hey, you heard him. You heard him. If they not gonna do the work, we ain't gonna deal with them. And the thing is, guys, we gotta stand on business. We have to stand on business. If we telling them we not gonna deal with them, then we gotta not deal with them. If she too big, her breath stink, her wig stink, then just don't deal with her, guys. We have to stand on business.
Why was marriage no big deal then?
Marriage was never a big deal on mine.
What is it with women like yourself that don't seem to realize that that's crazy to us? Meaning that it's all right to be a mama and struggle or try to do the job of two people as one person.
Some women look at marriage or being a wife as a pivotal point to success.
So it's basically okay to walk around with you and kids and no structure.
No, not me and my kids and no structure. Yes, we probably should have more structure with having a father in the home. Absolutely. There's more structure, but it's okay for me to be committed to being a mother, but not being committed to being a wife.
No, it's not. I get that y'all want to believe that, but the results are pretty clear. That's why the black community is at the bottom, because there's so many women that, like yourself, think, all right, I'll commit to being a mother.
I have not met the man that I feel that I can commit to with the way that he acts.
See, ma'am, all this stuff would make sense if you wouldn't decide to become a mother once or twice. This is why our community's jacked up. We got so many individual women talking about, well, I don't know a man who can do this or that. And it's like, well, who cares? Basically, what you're saying is like so many women. Whether you're married or not married, it don't matter because people can divorce. Whether we get married or not, relationships can break up. All things are equal. It's always relative. And the problem is in our community, this is how women think. It's no big deal. Whether you're married or not, just make the babies and have fractured, broken homes. Why was marriage no big deal then?
Marriage was never a big deal on mine.
That's literally what they do. How do you have the baby? Man, it's like a broken record at this point. It's almost really like a broken record. The more and more videos we watch, the more and more delusion just stays the same. It's like, I had his baby, but he wasn't good enough, so I left. How can you not figure that out before you have the baby, maybe? Like, is that like so hard to do? Like, it really don't make sense. And man, when are we I'm gonna have to really look through these. When are we gonna get a woman on stage that actually look good? Like, for real.
You occupied one space on a date with a younger person. You could have occupied that same space with the man that's on your level, but could you get them? And you said you can't find them. They do exist, but do they want to date you?
Where are they? I can't find them. They're not at church.
You know why? You want to hear the answer? I just answered the question, but your ego won't allow you. They don't want you. Men in this position make themselves invisible to you, to women like yourself. That's why you can't find them. They're hiding in plain sight because they see what women like you come with. So you want a top earner.
And that's what they don't understand. The men that they don't want them, they run the other way. And we just got to be honest with some.
Disconnected.
We just got to be honest with some of these chicks, man. They just gonna have to learn the hard way that the older they get, the top tier guys aren't gonna be checking for them. It just is what it is. All that waiting until you 40 plus, and now you think the man of your dreams is just gonna find you. It's not gonna happen. Let's go. Let's go.
To accept a divorcee with 3 kids.
3 kids.
He gets no children from you, and all he gets is the part of your free time for 100% of his monogamy. Does that sound like a fair deal?
Hell
Yes. To someone. To that lucky one.
No. Buy a dog and die alone, because you keep talking about someone, and we already established we weren't going to do that. But see, that's your ego. We've already established you don't know men like this in the real world. You keep talking about that lucky one. Why do you have to believe that that person exists? And what I'm trying to get you to understand is this is why you can't find these men. Older women are too difficult. And this is what I mean by difficult.
They don't understand that older women are too difficult. That's what they don't understand. And they feel like us men have to handle this. This is what you always hear. They can't handle me. They can't handle me. If you're difficult, what man that you want really going to handle you? You old, you set in your ways, you out of shape, you're not as fine as you used to be. Why would a dude want to handle you? At this point, you should be sliding into his arms so easily that he ain't got to handle nothing. Like literally, the nerve sometimes is off the chain, and these chicks don't be bad either. Let's go.
You occupied one space on a date with a younger person. You could have occupied that same space with a man.
Okay, that was it on that video. So we're gonna go to the next one. But see, guys, I think we gotta have a higher standard too. In order to have a higher standard, we gotta make sure that we're at a level to where we can get what we want. Uh-oh, this one right here gonna be a good one. This gonna be a good one right here, guys.
Can you live in peace with a man? Can you submit to a man? Can you play the background?
When you say play the background, what do you mean play the background?
Play your natural role.
My natural role in being a wife?
Yes, the background.
I don't think a natural role as a wife is in the background.
Show me where in the world a natural wife is in front.
Okay.
She's not in front, but she's beside.
No, she's not.
Why she's not, Kevin?
Are you out of your French toast mind?
Don't do that now, Kevin. I'm just giving you my opinion.
Okay, well, when a burglar comes, are you standing when somebody's coming to break in the house, are you side by side beside your husband? Or are you standing behind him because he's going to have to take the bullet?
To be honest, I'm standing beside my husband.
Then you out of place.
Why am I out of place?
Oh my
Tell
God.
me how. Am I too masculine for it?
Oh my God. Hell yeah. I'm telling you why you're out of place.
Tell me how.
Your place is behind your husband guarding the children.
But who says there isn't a man that's willing to take me for him to...
1 in 4 of you will marry.
Oh, they hate that.
Look, ma'am, the stats don't work for your argument. Prior to 1965, black people were married at a rate of 80%. You go out to any cemetery, you'll see a black man buried next to a black woman.
Mm-hmm.
But you go after 1990 and you'll start seeing black women buried around her children.
Why is that?
Because y'all are unruly, unsubmissive, and out of line. Can you live in peace with a man? Can you submit?
And then you gotta ask, why are they out of line? And he said a very important stat. But I would say, man, it became a time where women was incentivized not to be married. The government gave especially black women incentives to not get married. And they ran with it, and they chose a lot of different things over husbands. But winter is here, guys. Winter is here. All these women calling into the Kevin Samuels show, a lot of them women that was calling the Kevin Samuels show, they was looking for something. They was looking for that guidance. They was looking to really understand why they couldn't get a man. So that was one reason why this show was so popular. Let's get to the next one.
A man who makes 100,000, 300,000 a year, that's good money. But
What?
for my specific life goals, at 24, with plenty of options and
Plenty of options for what?
for dating,
And that means, man, the way you're talking is like you say you got a lot of options, but not for the kind and caliber man you're talking about, not that kind of money.
You may have a lot of options for dudes making, average money, but not for no man talking about $300,000-$400,000 a year. Absolutely
Take
not.
that hat off.
Absolutely not. Not here in Atlanta.
Well, like I said, for my life goals, a man who makes $100,000, $300,000 a year, that's cool. That's good money. But that's not enough money for me to say, I'm stopping what I'm doing and only your cares matter. What I want to do for my family, what my goals are.
This is a single woman. This is a dead woman walking. The thing is, you're going to have to do all that because your attitude, your masculine energy is going to make sure you got to take care of yourself, because the man who has more money, or what you're talking about, won't even deal with you.
Won't even look her way.
A man who makes $100,000, $300,000.
Ain't no way a dude making real money going, look at that. Oh my God. Now I bet you if she take that hat off, it's going to be a monster up under there. I'm glad at least she had a hat on and not a bonnet. So we got to give her that. But ain't no way the man she want 300. You know how much money $300,000 is? The average medium income in America for a person, period, of all races and gender is around $45,000 a year. That's the average medium income in America across all genders and races. So for her to say 300,000 ain't a lot, she crazy as hell. But obviously, a lot of these women don't know economics, don't know nothing about money, because the numbers and the stuff they be throwing out there, it literally makes no sense. But 300,000 ain't enough money? Come on now. Come on now. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
You shouldn't have had a woman pregnant that didn't want to marry you. Not a good position.
Yeah.
But that's the position you find yourself in. I'm going to give you some practical advice. What does she do for a living?
She's an artist.
Holy shit. Call the lead attorney. Get custody of your kid.
The lead
We live
attorney.
together. So
I don't get
The lead attorney. Hey, check out his page. He do some good work on YouTube.
a shit. An artist that didn't want to marry you. And then she got pregnant. And you're going to be a 6-figure plus earner.
that's right.
Does she earn any money?
She does all right for herself. I mean, it's nowhere near what I make.
Right. So get your kid. I'm trying to make it light, man, but the woman didn't want to marry you. See, here's the problem with us as men. We invest too much in women who don't want us. Come on, man. You made a baby with an artist. Okay, that's cool. She didn't want to marry you. So get your kid, put her on child support, and go live the pursuit of happiness with a Y. Or believe in the power of sunshine, fairy tales, and leprechauns and hope that your situation doesn't turn out like 99% of chance it will be, because she didn't want to marry you.
Mm-hmm.
You shouldn't have had a woman pregnant that did. What can you offer, ma'am? You weren't even married to a man. You have no history of taking care of a man. Y'all talk about high value men like they're a pair of shoes. And when I say go back to your ex, you say no. Well, ma'am, you made babies with him.
Yeah, but I was young. I feel like that's not fair. I was very young. We all make mistakes.
That was pathetic.
Say that again.
I feel like that's not fair because we all make mistakes. And I was young and now I'm older.
You're 25 years old and you feel like that's not fair. Ma'am, you sound like a...
What?
Bitch, if you want a burger, eat a burger. Bitch, if you want a french fry, get a french fry.
I mean, seriously, ma'am. I feel like that's not fair.
Life ain't fair.
That's not something an adult says. What does your ex do?
He works at GM.
GM. And what's so bad about him?
It's a lot inner issues like with him. Like he's just angry. He can get abusive.
But you had 2 babies with him.
Yes, and that was before.
Man, that's always how it go, guys. Y'all notice that he's abusive. Every time a woman want to get rid of a dude, she always play that abusive card. Like, it never, ever, ever failed. He got me pregnant and he's abusive. It never fails. Like, it's like they almost read from a script at this point.
Or I was young.
High value men are not an insurance policy. They're not a get out of jail free card. You got nothing, young lady. because you had children. You need a man, period. You are in no position to be picky. What can you offer, ma'am? You weren't even married to a man. What you're basically saying is the man I married and had 2 children was not high value. But now I'm coming to the market, divorced, older, with 2 children, wanting a man who was financially better than the one I had 2 kids for.
Yeah. I know it sounds bad.
It sounds exactly like what it is.
Yeah, but at work.
Are your children an asset to another man?
And they don't like
They can be.
How can they be?
Some guys just want to be stepdaddy.
No. Tell me how they can be an asset.
Did she just say some guys just want to be stepdaddies? Hey, everybody watching, put it in the comments. How many of y'all want to be stepdaddies? Who in here watching right now want to be a stepdaddy? Just put yes or no in the comments. I'm going to keep it going.
Set.
Can't tell you nothing right now. Can't think of anything.
Bottom line, man, you married a military guy. Why are y'all divorcing?
He was cheating.
Please explain to me why you want a guy who's so high up now.
I feel there's nothing wrong with wanting a stepdaddy with high value. Like, it's okay for me wanting my kids to go to private school.
Wow.
What? Because if I find a guy and he's high value and he's okay with, I just don't see how it's like, oh, she got kids. I understand it is like more options out there, but just like, it's possible.
Really? You don't see any issue with wanting your kids to go to private school that you cannot afford to pay for and your husband can't afford to pay for. That's one of the issues in our community, that a woman like yourself could honestly come up and say, I don't see any problem getting somebody who had nothing to do with this to pay for the bill. That's that welfare state mentality. You can't afford it. Your husband can't afford it. That means you don't get it. The only way you could get your kids in private school is to find somebody else who's willing to put your kids in private school. You want your kids in private school? Get a nanny, get a tutor, work with them to get them a scholarship. That's what you're supposed to do. Ma'am, in this life, we get what we work, what we earn and work. You want somebody else to pay your bills. That is unfair. It is selfish.
How?
Because you don't have the money.
Did she just say how? How? Really? How? So she really believe a dude is supposed to
make more than him, but you had baby for a lesser man. Woo! You earn on par with the high value man?
You're asking me?
Yes. You earn on par with him.
Nope.
And he's getting less from you. So you've been with him for 6 months. He can't get no coochie. You are with this lower earning man for a year and he can get a baby.
I was young. Yeah.
Oh, see, let me stop you right.
See, that's the craziest part. They'll give a broke dude a baby and a rich man get nothing. Actually, well, the rich man gets to take care of the broke dude baby who got her when she was young. So just think about it. She young, she fine, she fresh, she get knocked up by a bum. Then she old, washed up, and want a rich dude that's done the right thing his whole life to take care of that baby. Make that make sense. Make this make sense. It don't.
Right there. Here's where you go from here. Are you listening? You're playing games. You're lucky to have somebody even dealing with you, especially somebody at his level, and you're playing games with him. There are younger women without children out there who are not putting him through this.
But it's another thing, though. Exactly. And he can go get it from the
Exactly. So here's the thing. Can you go get another one of him?
Yeah.
Okay, then good luck to that. And that's what I wanted to hear. See, ladies, this is what I need you to hear. This woman is playing games. She's got a man, sounds like a decent man, and she's slow playing him. And ultimately, it's because she got her own money. And if he needs something, he can go get it from somewhere else. Brother, I hope you do go get it from somewhere else. And this woman thinks at 30 years old, she's still thinking she's the 20-something. She's hit the wall. She just don't know it yet. In 5 to 7 years, this woman is going to become hell on wheels to men. You've heard these women Had a baby early on. Well, I was dumb and made a mistake. But then you want to make this other guy jump through hoops that this guy didn't jump through. You make more than him, but you had baby for.
What it sounds like you're telling me to do is to just like I need to think like it's life or death if I don't get a man, and I'm gonna end up home.
Well, no, you're asking me what do we need to do? If the black culture is to survive, we need to have families, and they can't make families with women who think like you. A family is what?
Mother, father, children.
Right. And in order for men to have wives and children and have a family, they must have women who think like wives. Women like you think like individuals and baby mamas. Fine. No heat, no judgment, but you're not a family. Those aren't families. It's something else, but it's not a family. A fractured mind is useless to a man who wants to build.
I mean, I don't feel like I'm a fractured mind. And
it doesn't matter. What matters is the men who are looking to build cannot plant their seed in contaminated soil. You're done having kids, but look at the kids you've had.
Yeah.
And they're going to be a problem too. So she's supposed to do better than you, but you trained her.
No, because that's just how evolution goes.
Ma'am, you can't make families with individuals.
As a black community, we were doing way better before.
We were doing way better when our women understood their role and before you guys chose yourselves over the community. So now it's time for black men to choose themselves over you.
Let's go.
This is what black men, you need to understand. You cannot choose a woman who does not want to be your partner. That's the bottom line. No, I'm being honest, man. Just like you chose the man you chose, you also had men who were suitable that you likely didn't choose.
No. What it sounds like you're telling.
And that's the thing, guys. Make sure you choose right. If y'all dudes out here still want to get married, y'all still out here want to want to build families and stuff like that, y'all gotta make sure y'all choose right. And y'all gotta make sure these women actually respect y'all and not respect your money, not respect your status, because that can be gone. We learned that in '08. But respect you. And if the woman don't respect you, then you need to move around. And like I said earlier, hey, we might have to play a few games here and there, but they just got to know winter is coming. Hey, it's on the way. Let's go.
You don't think men were more masculine back then than they are now?
Uh-oh.
Men worldwide were more masculine because we didn't have feminism. But see, the problem is black women, your mother's generation and your grandmother's generation, they really failed you guys because they told you didn't need a man. Who raised these feminine, weak black men that you have a problem with? Who raised them? Who raised them?
Hello?
80% of black children are born out of wedlock. Who raised them? Who?
We did.
Who's we?
My mom or whoever my grandparents did.
Black who?
Women.
Thank you. That's who raised them. You raised the very men you have a problem with. Black men are 51% childless, 64% in the middle class. And the problem keeps being that, well, the black men back there were stronger. Back then, we had more of the law on our side, and we actually had more of a community. What happened, if you want the truth, was when the Great Society came in and black women were given a choice between government assistance and your men, black women chose government assistance. As black male unemployment went down, black female welfare enrollment went up.
You don't think men were more masculine back then?
Man, and she ain't half bad looking either. She ain't half bad looking at all. She's straight for the stroke. She's straight for the show. But, like he said, a lot of women are raising the kids that they complaining about. The men that they complain about a lot of times were raised by these very women. I always feel like it's crazy when a woman will say, that's my baby, that's my baby. Bro, 18, 19, 20 years old, and you still saying that's your baby? No, that's a grown ass man. But it's these women raising these feminine dudes.
Why should a man have to settle for? Happiness comes from within.
Yeah, that too.
This is why y'all need to stop having babies, because that's the problem. You had kids, and now it is forever going to change how you come into the marketplace. It reduces your sexual marketplace value. And it is difficult, if not impossible, to go out and expect a man to come and be a husband to you, a stepfather to 2 children, have to get out here and fight the world and turn around and make you happy. What in the hell are you bringing to that man to overcome all of that he can't get from a single childless woman?
And what if I want to be with a
See,
man that
you're
already
answering a
has
question with the
children?
question is disingenuous, class. How does that work? They never want to answer the question that's difficult. They want to either go past it or answer a question with a question. Please answer my question.
Please.
What are you bringing to a single childless man that he cannot get from a woman who is single and childless?
I'm bringing me. I'm bringing.
Oh my God.
I mean, I can have more.
That's why they hate the question, what do you bring to the table? That's why they literally hate that question, because they can't answer it. They can't. So they get frustrated and they say me. Okay.
Or kids.
What can you bring to a man that he wants that you haven't already given to another man?
But what if he loves me? Like, what if he...
See, here we go again, class. Here we go again, class. When you don't answer a question, or when you answer a question with a question, it is disingenuous and bad faith. I'm going to teach this one way or another. You refuse to answer the hard question because the answer is nothing. What do you have to give to a man that he wants that you have not already given to another man?
Nothing. You see that look? You see that? Hey, God can't save you from this one, baby. That's what she's searching for, the answer. But it ain't there, because she ain't got one. But look at that look. Damn. That's what it looked like. Damn. He got me.
See, this is what it means to overvalue yourself. The answer is, I don't have anything to give to a man that he wants that I have not already given to another man. Happiness comes from... So is your daughter married?
She is not, and I feel really bad about that too.
Does she have any children?
She has one daughter. She has one daughter, and I feel bad because...
And where's the child's father?
He's nowhere in the picture. He just didn't want to be around.
Okay, and this is what I need ladies in the audience to hear. You may not like my approach, my delivery, but we can't like these results. We can't like these results. A young mother ends up having a daughter who becomes a single mother. We can't like these. And when we say family in the Black community, what family means now is a woman and kids.
Right.
When it used to mean a husband, a wife, and 2 or more children.
Right.
We got to start with the basics. And you ladies need to start screaming this stuff. Women in my generation need to start screaming this stuff to younger women, whether you're related to them or not, whether you know it or not. When you hear them talking about something, I don't need no man, you need to stop in traffic, back up, put your car in park, knock on their window and say, don't do that. Instead of just throw your hands up and say, well, I don't know, it ain't my business. Because it becomes a cultural condition, and women are the transmitters of culture in any race. So is your daughter married?
She is not, and I feel really bad.
I said, when's the last time you asked a woman on a date? He said, never. So how are you getting bad energy from women if you've never asked them for anything?
It's that throwback.
You said, I don't think you need to ask them on a date to know you're getting bad energy. Tell me about when you stepped to a woman and she rejected you.
I never actually asked them, but I've opened up to a conversation.
There you go. You never actually stepped to a woman. The problem ain't women. The problem is you. You expect a woman who's got plenty of options, who's out to send you choosing signals over the alpha males and select males. You don't think you should have to go in there and compete for them. Why would a woman choose you when she got better options?
I feel like I'm a decent option.
You may be decent, but you're not better.
God damn.
I said better. Hey, you want better outcomes, you got to do the work. See, you want more than you're willing to work for. You don't even want to approach a woman. You think a woman should approach you. That's why you get nothing.
Nothing.
You're sitting back entitled. I think I'm a pretty decent pick. Good. How's that working for you? Never had a girlfriend, never had a date, and about just run down how women send you bad energy. You know bad energy. It's you. That's why I'm doing this show, to show you guys how you're so in your head blaming women for all this stuff. And you can't even tell me the first time you asked a woman out. You won't even risk rejection. That's how soft you are. How are we supposed to build bricks with this kind of straw as men? You won't even risk asking a woman because what? You don't want to get rejected.
No, I'm not afraid of rejection.
Really?
No, I'm not. Not at all.
Really? So why haven't you done it?
I just haven't. I don't know.
I say,
and that's the thing, guys. You know, you cannot be a. I know we live in a day and time right now where Me Too movement done really jacked up the dating scene, and a lot of women are saying they don't want men to approach them. But a lot of times, if we just gonna be honest, a lot of dudes don't know how to approach women, and I get it. You know, and dealing with rejection, that shit hurt too. It do hurt. I done been rejected a bunch of times, but now, you know what I'm saying. I build myself up, and I don't really get rejected much no more. But this is the thing, man. We gotta know. It's super duper easy to pull up on a chick too. And all you gotta do is say, hello, how you doing? The very base, simple way to approach a woman, say, hey, how you doing? Hello, how you doing? Excuse me, how are you? That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. Now, if you a dude with charisma, you know what I'm saying, you dude with a little swag, a little going for yourself, then okay, cool. I got a joke. Actually, I got a joke for you. You can walk up to a woman and say, hey, man, I noticed there's something, well, this is how I do it. But I know you know what I'm saying, I know I'm kind of fly. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I just say, but I walk up to a woman and say, hey, ma'am, there's something on your leg. She'll be like, what? My eyes. And she'll laugh and be like, ha ha ha, that was a corny joke. But it's an icebreaker. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, just maybe sometimes you could come up with some icebreakers. But if you're not sure of yourself, but you know you want to holler at a chick, and don't follow her around before you holler at her. Look at her, boom, make sure she ain't with nobody. Just walk up to her and say, hey, how you doing? It's just that simple. Hey, how you doing? And if she give you some signal, then boom, go in for it. But you know, that's just my 2 cents. Let's keep it going.
Your past matters. You are older. You have 2 more kids, and you expect new men to pay more than dudes that gave you babies. Plus, if I deal with you, I got to pay for them too.
Yep.
So yeah, ma'am, go back to the original point. See, the thing is, women like you used to understand that you're in a jacked up, effed up position and that you needed to get out here and impress. But now we've gotten to the point where women like you are honestly delusional. You think that, oh, it's no big deal. It's no big deal. Well, show me the result where men are going to wife up obese baby mamas or 2 like hotcakes. I'm not trying to be rude, man, but
I called you, so I'm listening. You told me to listen. That's what I'm doing.
But the thing is, you're listening, but it's like, I don't understand why you think having children is no big deal.
I didn't say that it wasn't no big deal, but everybody has baggage. No one is perfect. So,
okay, well then tell your son to marry one.
And I'm not trying to say my kids are baggage, but no one is perfect.
No, they are. There are to a man. There are to another man. I've been a stepfather. They are baggage. And see, ma'am, here's the reason why black women like you will never marry. Because instead of sitting back trying to say, damn, you keep trying to explain it away. Everybody has baggage. Everybody has this. No accountability.
So what about people that's married early on and they're not married now and they have kids?
It doesn't matter. We're talking about you.
That?
We're talking about you. I'm not talking about them. I can't do hypotheticals. What I can say is I'm talking to a woman that's 33 years old who had a child at 19 with a deadbeat. Your past matters. You are older. You have 2 more kids and you expect new men to pay more than dudes that gave you babies. Plus, if I deal with you, I got to pay for them too.
Bad.
So yeah, man,
nasty work.
Go back to the original.
I'm asking you serious grown-ass questions. You work at the post office.
All right.
We talking about getting a real estate license and talking about being retired by 40. And I'm asking you simply how much money you need. You say, I don't know.
All right. To retire, hopefully $700,000.
You plan on dying at 58 years old?
But you know that the average retiree is going to need about $1.9 million to live on between 65 and 85. How you plan on doing it on $700,000 for 40 years? Man, whoever dating this chick, man, this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. I mean, it's not cool that y'all come on here thinking it's just a game. She belongs to the
I'm
streets.
not thinking it's a game. I want you to tell me. You obviously just told me, so.
Man, you working at the post office talking about you got people paying your bills. You're gonna get a real estate license and make so much money in a few years that you can retire on the beach. I'm asking you serious grown ass questions. You work at the post office.
All right.
We talking about getting a real estate license and talking about being retired by 40. And I'm asking you simply how much money you need. You say, I don't know.
All right. To retire, hopefully $700,000.
What? You plan on dying at 58 years old? But you know that the average retiree is going to need about $1.9 million to live on between 65 and 85. How you plan on doing it on $700,000 for 40 years? Man, whoever dating this chick, man, this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. I mean, it's not cool that y'all come on here thinking it's just a game. She belongs to the streets.
I'm not thinking it's a game. I want you to tell me. You obviously just told me, so.
Man, you working at the post office talking about you got people paying your bills. You're gonna get a real estate license and make so much money in a few years that you can retire on the beach. I'm asking you serious grown ass questions. You work at the post. You focused on your career. You focused on dealing with the wrong dudes, the wrong guys in your youth. You did not prioritize marriage in your youth because you wanted to live a different kind of life. You wanted to eat sushi and travel and this and that and cool. You wanted to do all that. And then you wanted to turn around at 30 years old or at 35 years old with your frozen ass eggs and everything else. And you wanted to turn to the market and you wanted to pick up investment banker. You wanted an investment banker to be there, still pining for you like he did back in college. You wanted to date whoever you dated, do whatever you did, and then you wanted to turn her back around to the market on your terms, on your time frame, and get the kind of man you thought you deserved, and then have that man get on your program. Disney can't make this stuff up. I'm tired of you women still lying to these ladies, and you're a bunch of liars because you know better. I've talked to these women, and it's funny. We can sit down and talk one-on-one, and then I can listen to how the more the women talk to women, the more they're starting to recognize the market is diluted. But the bottom line is they will not tell women the truth.
Nope.
You focused on your career. You focused on dealing with the
women keep
if you use shame
single. They lie to each other. They boost them up. They tell them all the wrong things. Because at the end of the day, misery love company. And they gonna need somebody to call when they need help. Shoot, man. Them cats, them dogs, man, they ain't gonna be there forever. Misery love company. And that's why a lot of women continue to give each other bad advice. They don't just think about it. When the one cute girl gets a man, and then all the girls in the girlfriend group get mad at her. You don't hang out with us no more. You don't want to spend time with us no more because really they jealous that one cute girl get a man, and then all the rest of them like, damn, if she get a man, then what we gonna do? But as long as she don't have a man, they can say, shoot, my homegirl, she a diamond, she can't get a man, so it can't have anything to do with look. It's a whole game they playing, and they gonna lose.
As a tactic to get your way, you may be low value. If you're often insulting to get your way or to shut people up or shut people down, you may be low value. You notice the next one? The incessant need to be right. I have video after video of me having conversations with women here who will argue you into the ground. If you've ever dealt with somebody who absolutely needs to be right. See, shame, insult, guilt, and the need to be right, they attach to the basic human emotion of anger. So often you'll have women call in here who They become so angry, they don't even know why they're angry anymore. And all these are signs that the world sees and says, like it or not, ladies, the world looks at that and says that woman is of lower value. What use is an angry woman to the world? Look in the Bible. Better to live on the corner of a roof than deal with a scornful woman. No matter any culture, any place in the world, they will tell you that dealing with angry women is a no-go. If you use shame as a tactic to get your way, at 22 years old, you're young, you don't know what you want to do, you need to work a lot. The main thing you need to do is work your ass off. I need you working 12 to 16-hour days. I need you coming home to shower, sleep, and shit. That's it. Shower, sleep, and shit. I need you dealing with women 5 to 7% of your week, period. And I need you to be doing that for the next 10 years. And then after that, you can decide what you want to do when you grow up. No offense, but you got to try a lot of things. I talk about doing a lot of stuff because I tried a lot of stuff in my 20s and I didn't stop. You got to get around a lot of like-minded men that are going to push you. You don't need content friends. You need people who are going to law school, medical school, who are starting businesses, who are talking about investments. You need people who you're going to go to their house and be like, shit, those are the kind of people you need to be around. And then another part, the money you would spend in business management or whatever, that's where the coaching comes from. But here's the thing, it all starts with money. You got to get your earnings up. Earnings are the first part to start increasing your overall skills to become more valuable in the marketplace. At 22 years old, you're young, you don't know what you...
There you go, guys. Grind when you young, chill when you later. When you older. Unless you get lucky. Some of us do.
What kind of wife do you want to be? You want to be a stay-at-home wife?
I want to stay at home when my kids are younger, but when they turn 5, I want to go back into the real world.
What do you mean go back into the real world? Go work?
Like, I want to have a career once my kids get a little older. So I want to do something. Right now, I'm working at a financial company, but eventually I want to have my own business, do my own thing.
Based on what I'm hearing, you're going to have a real hard time. You come from a sugar baby lifestyle where you're in control of your own moves. You have a grad degree. It already works against you. And let's be real, you don't want a broke man. You want a man with significant 6 figures. But yet you still want to be able to go out, and after your kids get school age, you want to go be back out. You have a plan. You want a man to sit in. You want a wife. You're not trying to be a wife. That ain't going to work. And you're 27? And you have this background in risky pictures? No, ma'am. You want the benefits of being a traditional feminine woman in a new masculine role. You want a wife. Why do you want your children, once they're school age, for you to go back and start a career? Why do you want to do that? If you already got a husband that can take care of everything, why do you want to do that?
Well, it depends. If I have a husband who can really, really take care of me and the kids, and I don't need to work.
Why would you marry a man who can't do that and give him kids?
No, I said if I find a man who can do that, I will not need to go back to work, but I don't want to give up everything, all my power.
There you go. There you go. There you go. Thank you.
You see that? She don't want to give up her power. She do not want a man to come in and take control. And an older woman get, I don't care what none of them say, it's harder for them to allow a man to come in and take control of their life. This is the trap that a lot of older guys, if they don't watch out, to fall in. They'll get an older woman, she'll finesse him, and then they'll find out she don't want him to leave. She's single. She's a professional single. She good at being single. And that's why I tell them, don't quit doing it. Let's keep going.
You want a fool.
No, I just want things on my term.
That's right. You want things on your term. And guess what? If you could have things on your term, you would have had it already. What kind of wife do you want to be? You want to be a stay-at-home wife?
I want to stay at home.
I was just young and dumb. I'm sorry, you were married to a man with 3 kids. Was he working?
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
Did you have to work?
I didn't have to.
So you were married to a man that you didn't have to work and you had all 3 of your kids, and yet you thought you could divorce him and find better. Great. Before you met him at 27, between 18 and 27, what happened here?
I was with him as my high school sweetheart.
Is that a whoop?
So you're with a man that you've known and you've seen him grow from high school to 27. He married you, put you in a position that you did not have to work. You had 3 children, yet you decided to divorce it and go elsewhere. And then you want to talk about how you struggled to be something. See, that's where all that comes in place. Nobody's going to give you credit for struggling. You chose it.
Agreed. Like I said, I was young.
No, man. Some of you don't deserve a second chance.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry to tell you this. A lot of men will hear that and say, wait a minute, you found a good man. He married you. He sat you down. You had 3 children and you divorced him for no good reason. This is how men are going to hear this. I married my high school sweetheart almost 10 years after college, after high school. I did not have to work. He took care of everything. All I had to do was be the wife and have babies. And he took care of it. But that still wasn't good enough. I divorced him. Then I had to go out and struggle on my own. Now I look back and say I was young and dumb. Most men are going to say, you don't deserve a second chance. I'm not saying that's what a lot of men are going to hear. And you had a husband paying all the bills. And you threw it all away. I was just young and dumb. I'm sorry, you were married to a man with... Even though I was getting on the men can take it. The men will, even the guys who don't like me, they will say, screw you. But the logic in a man's mind will eventually kick in. And he will say, even though I don't like that dude, I think his suits are trash. I think everything he says is ridiculous. I think he's actually a gay down low. Eventually a guy will say, but you know what? This one time he said something, it was kind of right. See, men can hate each other, but we can still hear logic. Women, you can love us, you can love a man, but you can't hear logic if you don't feel it. So I need you to understand, you too old to be acting like this. See, men have to see older men, middle-aged men, older men, to give them that respect that we want from them. Do you want the younger women to be in this position? If so, you too old to be acting like this. Even though I was getting on the men can take it. The men...
Man, that's a fact. That's just the truth.
Do you have women issues?
Uh-oh.
Because it seems like you do.
What? Uh-oh.
That's not...
Put on my seatbelt. She look angry. Hold on. Let me blow this up. She look like she finna just try to go crazy. Let's put her on the screen. She looked like she finna just cut up. Let's see what she about to do. Let's see if I can't make this a little bit smaller. Oops, not that. She looked like she about to just go crazy. Hold on. Okay, there we go. We cooking with grease. Let's go.
Not a question. Are you married?
Right. Am I married?
Mm-hmm.
Are you married?
Oh, she won't smoke.
I'm going to ask you one more time, and if not, I can bid you a good night.
Oh, so the narrative is if I'm not.
Are you married? If you're not going to,
what does that matter?
Okay,
I'll say this much: I choose not to be in a relationship.
Yeah.
You can't make this shit up. I choose not to be married.
Classic.
She said, do you have woman issues? And I'm like,
hold on. We gotta run this back. Hold on.
Do you have women issues? Because it seems like you do.
R.I.P. the GOAT.
That's not a question. Are you married?
Right. Am I married?
Mm-hmm.
Are you married?
I'm going to ask you one more time, and if not, I can bid you a good night.
Oh, so the narrative is if I'm not.
Are you married? If you're not going to,
what does that matter?
Okay,
I'll say this much: I choose not to be in a relationship.
You can't make this shit up.
You can't make it up.
I choose not to be married. She said, do you have woman issues? And I'm like, look, homeboy,
Not look, homeboy.
Do you have people questioning whether you were naturally born a woman? Is the real question. Oh my God.
All right.
This is why I don't deal with older women, because women like her are disingenuous. This woman has not watched my content. She came over here with that long, drawn out, well, I'm going to try to just get to the insult, lady. Get to the insult so you can actually prove yourself and show yourself to be exactly what people over here know you are. And these are the women that have been speaking in the Black community, unchecked.
Do you have women issues?
Man,
because it seems like you do.
He gave her that work. Classic.
You ever see the VIP line where the young pretty girls get in for free?
Yes.
Have you ever been in that line?
I have.
And then what about the women that weren't in that line?
They have attitudes and they're wondering why they're not getting in it.
Are they really wondering why? Or did they know why?
They probably know.
There's no probably, man. There's no probably. They know.
Okay.
Tell me why you get in the VIP for free and they can't.
Because we're dressed up. So like when you go out, we're wearing dresses, we wear heels.
If you look like Precious in heels and a dress, could you get in the VIP?
No.
Okay, so let's not play. At 25, I treat you as a grown woman. And at 25, you understand that you have to be of a certain looks value to get into this place for free. And
oh man, this is hilarious.
if you don't, you stand in line and pay with the dudes.
Right.
So what's not to understand? We get this. It's just harsh. You ever see the VIP line where the young pretty girl?
How many children do you have?
3. And 3 baby daddies, and they all gang bang.
Oh boy.
So what do you want as an outcome?
I want somebody that's loyal. It's really hard to find loyalty nowadays.
Loyal to what end? Like a husband? What are you talking about?
I want a husband. I want to get married, have kids.
Why,
I want to live in a house.
Hold on. You're 39 with 3 children, right?
Yes.
Okay. You already have kids.
3 kids.
Yes.
How old is your youngest?
3 years old.
And you want more children?
Of course I do. I really want 6. Is something wrong with that?
What do you do for a living?
I get EDD. Is that, I
don't know what that is.
Unemployment.
So you're an unemployed mother of 3 with 3 baby daddies, and you talking about you can't find a man?
Yes. I want somebody that's going to help me. Like, you don't think that I could get that?
It's called Jesus.
Sorry, but you don't think that I can get somebody to help me? You don't think a man is going to love me?
It's called Jesus.
Huh?
Jesus.
So basically you telling me to call on Jesus.
And a therapist.
And I thought you was, well, can me and you be together then?
Sure. After you call on Jesus and the therapist to get a makeover. How many children do you have?
3. And 3.
On that one, Lord. On that one, man, I think I'm gonna be just about done tonight. For people that tuned in to the live, I appreciate you for coming in. Yo, check out my TikTok page, the cool reviews. I go by Flawless Freddy, but the cool reviews. I got a whole bunch of videos up here. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe. I display one of my latest videos that I got up on
would
my
have spoke
channel.
to you if you paid for her groceries. Instead of a hi, if you said hey, can I cover your groceries? I think you're a really beautiful woman and I'd like to make your day better. We're living in late stage capitalism. Things are expensive. And Black women are tired of being tired. We're tired.
That was just one of my videos. But anyway, hey, make sure y'all subscribe to my TikTok. I'm trying to grow my TikTok. I'm doing pretty good, but I can be doing a lot better. Anyway, hey, thank y'all for tuning in. Hey, I'm out.